The unrealistic fantasy of women for a man who gets on their feet to help around the place. It's so sad that, like, if you look at the difference between male fantasy and women fantasy, for the most part, for men, it's just like, I want a girl who's super hot and I'm jacked in this situation, and she's super hot and I get a harem. That's what I want. And the harem just wants to bone me the whole day. And even if it's like a reverse harem, right? Where like the woman gets like 1,000 guys or whatever, it's never usually just purely like a sexual thing. It's always like, oh my God, these guys are noticing me, want to take care of me. Because that's the female fantasy, to be taken care of, to be made feel safe. Like that's what I think that was the appeal for Twilight for a lot of women. Like, I think that was truly the appeal, where you have the masculine male in terms of Jacob, who's physically powerful, and then you have Edward, whose power comes more so from, like, he's still strong, but it's like, it's a cold soft power. It's like his family, his legacy. He has like it's the feeling of being safe, of being wanted, so desired by two men. And the ultimate fantasy is you don't have to make a decision. You get to maintain that, at least from like a moral perspective, you get to maintain that innocence, because I'm not the one who wants these two men in my tent, but oh no, it's freezing and Jacob's hot, like literally, and I'm freezing and Edward's too cold. So I'm gonna have Jacob wrap his naked body around me to keep me warm, but Edward's gonna be in the tent watching. And that's definitely not a fantasy the writer has. It's just the situation. Like, and then the guy fantasy is like, yeah, I had two chicks at the same time and I was ripped. Yeah, but if you notice, most vampires' powers, and like, I don't want to say historically, but I guess historically, vampires' powers have never been about the physicality. That's why it's been a werewolf. Vampires are all about manipulation. They're about the allure, right? They use glamours. They use their charm. They're charismatic. And so, like, fall in love with a vampire, it's like, look at this charming man. Look at this, or woman, right? But there's always like sex. It's a very sex filled, like, oh, because blood is life and it's very intimate. And so they're always like, I guess, goth looking, but there's always a level like manipulation and charm where you're like, oh, he's so seductive. And for werewolves, it's pure physicality. I mean, fuck, if you guys remember True Blood, Bill Compton wasn't this hot, sexy man, right? But he was still able to pull because he was seductive, he was charming. And then you had Al-Saeed, played by Joe Manganiello, who was just shredded to the gills, but primal. And a lot of women like that. And for a lot of men, we have more flattened interest. Except for me, I like muscular women too. Which apparently now people are into muscle mommies. And I'm like, I've been there since day one. Okay? I'm true to this. Y'all new to this? I'm true to this. Lean beef patty. Lean beef patty is so hot to me. I don't want to sound like a gross guy. Never mind. I was going to say some stuff. I don't want to be gross. Not saying I'd be like nasty to her, but there's just so much different types of body types out there, man, where it's so weird to hear people go like, muscular girls aren't attractive. I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Please break me in half, Rhea Ripley. Like, what are you talking about? And you have insecure men who'll be like, oh, you're gay, you're gay. I'm like, buddy, I want this woman in the most disgusting physical way possible. You say that meant to get because she has muscles. Meanwhile, you rather hang around your shirtless bros all day and talk about how much you hate girls. Shut the fuck up. Like, it's so weird. Honestly, bro, heterosexuality for men is such a goddamn trap, because you can't want anything outside of what they present as female only. If she's even a little bit overweight, oh, you like them big dudes. Oh, if she has muscles, you like men. I'm like, are you only capable of recognizing something as female or male based off muscle mass? So do like skinny guys turn you on? Like, I never understood that. Like, they'll see a girl who has like decent arms and they'll be like, oh, look at her, she's jacked, you like boys. It's like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you actually talking about? Shaved? Is her head bald? Oh, you like men. I'm like, bro, you are so, it's like that's why you get to like the trans investigators type of like paranoia. I'm like, you're so afraid You're so afraid of your own sexuality, and it's your problem, not mine. I'm not some fucking guy who's so afraid of every goddamn thing, dude. People were fucking transvestigating Sydney Sweeney like a week ago. Look at that jawline. Women have jawlines. What the fuck? Like it's so strange. It's so fucking weird to me, dude. It's so fucking weird to me. Like only liking one body type has gotta be boring. It's gotta be so boring. I hate it. I'm like, ugh. Transvestigating means you find let's be real, a cis woman who you believe has features that make her look like a man, and then you start to do like eugenics to see if her shoulder width is that of a boy or a girl. If her forehead is the bone structure is too wide, then she's a man. If the jaw is too chiseled, she's a man. It's stupid. Like look, we'll go through this, okay? I will teach you step by step. Well, when my shit stops freezing, I will explain to you this is okay. Just so you guys know, when I tell you, I am hyper aware of the arguments of the right-leaning conservative, like paranoia shit. I truly mean I'm aware of the arguments. I'm aware of the tactics. I'm aware of shit that the shit that I know you guys would be like, what do you do? Like, why would you do this to yourself? Do you think I'm new to the idea of looksmaxxing? Do you think I wasn't fully aware of what the red pill sphere was devolving into? That's where this shit even comes from, to be honest. It's an offshoot of looksmaxxing. Like if you were on TikTok, you saw people talking about the canthal tilt and like predator eyes. All that's from the looksmaxxing community. Like that's all from the looksmaxxing community. And you start to see some of that bleed over to Twitter where they had the green line test, right? That's to be masculine. Lean in, lean out. Like these are all this shit is that. How to present yourself to look as masculine as possible all the time. So Sydney Sweeney, who does kind of have dead eyes. So they will look at Sydney Sweeney. And when she was their poster child, when she could be used against the woke, right? Because she made that basically white supremacist ad for Levi jeans. They're like, hell yeah. Remember when she was on SNL, woke is back. Woke is back because look at Sydney Sweeney and she has boobies out. Woke is back, right? And then out of nowhere, they started transvestigating Sydney Sweeney. Been around since 2017, a theory, right? The transvestigation theory has been around since 2017. So it's like they look at people's markers and be like, well, she does have a jawline. She does have a rather pronounced forehead. She does have her hips and bone structure. Oh, and Pasty's a huge transvestigator. The Tradcath Ego Summer meme. Yep, I remember that. God, I am terminal. Posted 2 photos of Sydney Sweeney in a black blazer with the caption, "Why is Sydney Sweeney's neck so much wider than her head? I'm starting to get really worried that she might actually be a man." Sweeney gained 30 pounds to play the boxer Christy Martin in the biopic. So doesn't even look at the explanation why she gained weight. And then just started like phrenology, that's exactly what I was talking about. Biomarkers when they determine if someone's assigned sex. Like, and they said this about like Erica Kirk. They say it's about Michelle Obama. Fucking what's her face? Candace Owen, who's also been accused, has accused President Macron's wife of being trans, based off the same shit. Which is, it's obviously transphobic in itself, but like this is the mindset these people have. If they see a woman who has a shoulder that's a little bit too defined, oh, but it's clearly you're trans. Is something they look at as an insult, right? Because how dare you be trans? How dare you be trans? That you're less than now if you're trans. Like that's their whole thing. That's their whole thing. And the thing is too is you can also flip the script on them. because there's lots of cis women who would not meet their standards, because women come in a wide variety. And I shouldn't have to say or explain this, but they said shit like Keira Knightley was a trans, right? Like they're just saying literally any woman who has muscles or who has like any sort of definition. Like they're talking about fucking Taylor Swift. Taylor Swift is exposed as male to female because she has long arms and sometimes works out. Like this is the level when they don't know what a mons pubis is. Everything looks like a penis to them. Like it's the sensation of like just seeing faces and everything. I forgot what that's called, but they see trans everywhere. Kayla Decky. Iman Khalif, right? The boxer. Like, oh, she's trans. I'm like, she comes from. You're right here. Why are they so obsessed with transvestigating women? And it's like, you're so obsessed with this idea of women just look a certain way. They just look a certain way. And they don't look this way, therefore trans. Therefore wrong and bad. And I'm like, some of the hottest women, like okay. They would call her trans. They'd be, oh, let's transvestigate. I actually don't think Lyndall Hamilton is a cis woman because look at this jawline. Look at this, look at her muscles. And it's so fucking stupid. It's literally any woman that has a jawline, a slightly deep voice, muscles on her. Anything that isn't just stick with big boobs is a man to them. And even then, because Sydney Sweeney, which is literally all she is stick and big boobs to them, still transvestigated. Like they would call her, they'd be like, look at that jawline. Look, it's a little too wide. She has DEI chin. Do you guys remember that? Do you remember that little fun time? Complete with DEI chin, of course. Explain to me how Lara Croft has DEI chin. Because what they're trying to say is she has a man's jawline, man's chin. This is and it's like it's such a, they use the same character twice, by the way. This is both Mary Jane. And like it's again, women have to look such a specific way, or they just don't let them. Like, nope, sorry, not in the club. But again, none of these standards exist for men at all. None of these standards exist for men. That's why they did jokes here about making Joel more attractive, like masculine and strong. Hire gamers, design games with gamers in mind. That's why I love these memes so much. Because like, yeah, this shit's ridiculous. Design with gamers in mind. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's all of this conversation we're having though, it's just, and it's nothing new if you guys are A, if you're women, and B, have just been around for longer than 3 months. Like again, and the thing too is like they reveal their pedophilic interest because anytime a young character gets older, like they changed her face and now she's not as hot as she used to be. It's like she was 12. That character that you say isn't hot anymore, she was 12 last game and now she's 20. And you're saying she's not hot anymore. What's that mean? Like it's wild the amount of shit that women have to go through like every fucking day just for anything. You can't even play a goddamn video game. People saying you don't look hot enough. And they were talking about this version of Joanna Dark. And I'm like, this woman, you would drink her bathwater. Like, stop lying. They have no appreciation for variety. Of course they don't. Of course they don't. Because look at the shit they gas up. It's always this. And this is no hate to this type of design. But it's always this. They will always go crazy for anything that comes too close to anime. So like all the Korean design ladies, like the way that women are designed like Korean games, they'll be like, oh, hot girls, hot girls, hot girls, hot girls. They're so hot. We love this. They're so hot. This is the only type they're allowed. This is the only type they let being allowed. That's it. That's it. Do you see what I mean? Like, do you see what I mean? They want no diversity of anything. Of anything. You have to look like they're going to the left. That's it. That's it. You have to look at, like, you have to. Goddess Nikkei, right? You have to look like this. This is the only thing they find attractive. This is the only thing they think is a good game design. That's it. This is the only thing they think is good character design. That is it. If you have Aloy, oh, she's the man. Oh, she's ugly. Oh, she's fat. Oh, she's terrifying. Look at this male feminist drawn design. Like, they do all that. They say all those buzzwords. They want to convince you that she's ugly. They want to say she's ugly. Yeah, if whoever was like her face model, if they saw her in real life, they did some touch-ups here. If they saw her in real life, they would fucking fold. But again, because it's from the West, like, they would fold of her. They would fold immediately. Immediately. I've seen what they go for. They would absolutely fucking fold. But because this was designed from a Western company, it's bad. Meanwhile, you just have generic anime girl and they're like, hell yeah. Again, do you guys remember that video I did? I know the woman who's playing Mystique. Not know her, but I've seen her. She's gorgeous. Even the Mystique in the game is hot. But again, they don't like anybody that isn't from. Yeah, they called her ugly. Are you kidding? They said she was ugly, and they said that Sweet Baby uglifies Mystique, and they said because she has no ass, which is insane. I've already done a review to this. I've already destroyed this video so many times. But saying like they don't appreciate literally anything that's not just anime. That's it. Do you remember when they were talking about Hestia from Hades, right? And they're like, you call this good character design? This looks like dog shit. This looks disgusting. This looks awful. And they're like, you know who Hestia should look like? This is the superior Hestia. The most generic anime fucking woman you could possibly imagine. This is any anime face. Goddess according to America, goddess according to Japan. Lowly chick with big boobies. That's Hestia. Hestia, the goddess of the hearth. Which one symbolizes their domain better? The one who looks like a fucking fireplace? Or the one who's secretly 1,000 years old but looks like she's fucking 11? Hestia's design is so fucking generic that if I didn't tell you what anime she's from, and I gave her neutral clothing and just showed her face, you'd be like, who's this? You'd be like, who's this? But yeah, they were like, yeah, this looks like dog shit. Americans they don't know anything. And I'm like, you guys don't know artwork at all. You don't appreciate anything. They hate diversity to such a degree that if it comes from any place outside of like Japan or now Korea or like China, like especially Asian places, they hate it. They fucking hate it. No matter what, no matter how cool the design is. Look at her. Look at her. Look at Nemesis. Like, really look at her. You would fold. You would fold. And also, oh, what's that chick from Castlevania season 2? Striga. My wife Striga also, who I know hates men. But like, look at her. Look at Striga. Look at her. Look at her and then look at her fucking day armor. It's so sick. It's so sick. You're telling me she's not gorgeous? You quit after season 2, episode 1. Oh no, finish Castlevania, all of it, even the sequel series. Yes, my wife Striga, my glorious queen, who would, in no uncertain terms, immediately kill me. She would immediately kill me. You have to keep watching Castlevania, okay? Just, I promise you. I promise you. She'd murder me in her day armor. She would legit kill me. She would legit murder me, right? And she's in a loving relationship with Morana, but like wood, right? But they'll tell you, she's big, so it's woke. It's buff, so she's woke. She looks ugly. She's like a thin little girl. In a way, we are more Gooners than the one look for. Yes. That's what I'm getting at too, though. And I've stated this so many times. I literally have a video talking about the different body types. Now, this is all okay, but if you think season 1 was good, keep watching. This shit gets better. But I don't even mind petite women. That's the thing too. Like, these people hate diversity. And when I say that, people only think I mean, oh, well, they're racist. I'm like, no, because I've even made videos talking about diversity of body types. They do not like diversity. They only want one type. Exactly. In fact, if anything, they are the worst kinds of Gooner because they goon to basically lolly shit, things pedophile adjacent. I have a refined palate. I can goon to a multitude of body types, right? I am an ethical Gooner. I am a seasoned Gooner. My Twitter timeline is not something I can actually show on streaming services. I'm an ethical Gooner. I have variety in my life. It's the spice of life, baby. But instead, they all want them to be anime lolly girls. That's it. So when I say shit like Eve from Stellar Blade doesn't do it for me, when I say shit like Bayonetta also doesn't really do it for me, it's not because, oh, you hate hot women. It's because I've seen a plethora of body types, and so they're not special. I can get past the, oh, look at Eve's butt. I even stated when people were like saying like you hate Eve because you were like don't like women. Like, look at her butt. I'm like, Eve's ass isn't even that good. It's not. It's not a good ass. Okay, I'm said it. All right, fuck it. I'm saying it, dude. I'm saying it. It's not a good ass. It's flat. You guys want to go into some real gooning hours? Okay, here we go. Some real Gooner hours. This is fan art. This is fan art. This is flat. She has a width to it, but it's flat. There's nothing there. Like, I'm sorry. This is also fan art. I have to be really careful with what I show here. But it's like, there's nothing there. It's nothing there. They gentrified cakes, man. Like, this is nothing. You gentrified it. Like, come on. It's a nice shape, but it's not like they're like, oh, she's so thick. She's not. You gentrified my yams. This is just the costume. This isn't even her butt. Big booty and jiggle physics. This is their this is what I'm talking about. Like, y'all not real ones. Y'all not real ones. I'm definitely gonna blur, put some blur on. Yeah, I don't want to get my shit clapped. But it's like, this is a nice butt. This is trickery though, because she's sitting down on her knees and sticking it out. Like, you can't fool a Gooner. You can't fool me. Stellar Blade, but like, no, that's not. If you want to know who's cheeked up, 2B. That's now she has a little bit of a wagon back there. She's carrying, okay? She's thick. Like, 2B can get the thicker card, but not Eve. He got it. He was like, listen, I understand what it's, because he also, you know what he did? He also understood the thighs were important too. He knows. He fucking knows, okay? So when people talk about Eve, it's like, you guys are fucking fake. It's just like when people go like, oh my God, Leon Kennedy has so much cake. It's like, what are you talking about? You know, which is a weird thing. But they're like, oh my God, look how thick Leon is. He has so much cake back there. He's got a fat ass. No, he doesn't. Like, God, you guys have gentrified the term so much. And it pisses me off. Like, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. This is flat. Like, what are we doing? And I'm saying it, dude. White people have ruined the term for cake. They think literally anything that's silent. Oh, look at, they're so thick. They're so fucking, no. They are closer to Hank Hill than they are to my beloved 2B. Get out of here. Yeah, I'm careful scrolling through that. I have things blurred. That's what I'm talking about. Like, if someone to join this stream right now, they'd be like, what the fuck is going on? Why is he so mad? I'll tell you why. Because you guys, again, as much as I said you guys are the wrong kinds of haters, you also don't goon correctly. You don't. Like, oh, Stella Blaze, she's so hot. She just has titties. That's the whole thing. People look at the titties and go, oh, this is indicative of the whole thing. No, that's wrong. Google Nightwing cake. Yeah, as if I don't know about the Nightwing poses, Nightwing cake. Come on. Yeah, welcome to the gooning portion of the stream where I teach you guys how to accurately appreciate things and label. Eve does not have cakes. Eve doesn't have yams. Snake had cake and they nerfed his ass. Eve doesn't have yams. What Eve has is she has a good shape. There's a nice shape to it, but it's not thick. It's not big. It's not any of that shit, bro. But they'll oversell. You guys don't like women big asses. Hello? Hi? Hello? Hello? Do you not know who I am? Apparently you don't. Apparently you don't. Break this shit down by the fucking coefficient of restitution, okay? Like, don't fuck with me. By the way, the coefficient of restitution measures the bounciness or elasticity of a collision. Meaning, if I were to throw a quarter off someone's butt, depending on the coefficient, it either would just fall down or boom, bounce off like 20 feet. Okay? I didn't say Eve has a bad ass. What I'm saying is people are acting like it's like the cakiest. No. Educate yourselves. Not on my fucking level. Oh, but she has big. So what? There are levels to this shit, my guy. Yeah, as you're getting to see me being upset about shit that it's not serious, but it kind of is. Because what they'll do too is they'll be like, this is a thick lady. And all they did is keep her arms skinny, keep her boobs big, and slightly stick out the curve of the hip. And they'll be like, nah, she's so thick. Shut the fuck up. No, she's not. And you want to know why? Real talk. Because especially when they talk about their anime waifus, Japan doesn't like big butts. You low-key setting some difficult beauty standards in the bakery department. I'm a real one though. Like, Japan is not known for valuing big posteriors. That's like in certain kinds of videos, but mostly in their characters, they'll be like, oh, she's so chubby. And it's like a regular sized woman. They're not about that bottom heavy life. They're not built like I built. Okay. And so a lot of their designs reflect that. It's all about the titties for them. That's it. I'm looking at Resident Evil. I'm looking at the one from Goddess Nikkei, right? For Jill Valentine, right? First off, these designs, oh my God. But like here, it's like, yeah, they're bent over. So it's gonna protrude, right? And that's what they're looking at when they're shooting, right? I get that. These look nothing like the character, but I guess they're adopting the more style of Goddess Nikkei, Goddess of Victory. But like these, it's like, okay, boob physics, okay. I don't think titties move like that all the time. And it's like, I'm sorry, it's the wrong parts are moving. Like, why are her thighs moving separately? That's not how butts move. And again, I'm not trying to hate on this game, but I'm a connoisseur. You're taking me out. The cheek shouldn't move like that. You know what it should look like? They were also transvestigating Lucia. Look at this. This is why Rockstar took so long, okay? This is why they took so long. Because they were getting the perfect physics down. That's how cake moves, baby. That's cake, okay? That's how that shit looks. So when that girl's in the car driving and she's shaking it and she's throwing it in a circle, like that's what, like this is what we're talking about. This is what we're talking about, okay? This is the all the money and research went into that one scene. This is accurate. This is proper. Look at that movement. This is proper gooning shit, okay? This is proper. So don't miss me with that other shit, okay? Y'all act like I don't know about this stuff. I am the superior Gooner to those fucking losers, which is why I always talk shit about them. Because all they do is play the gotcha games where it's like, look at her titties go bounce up and down, da 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 da. That's boring. That's like someone saying they're into kinky stuff and it's like, sometimes we do doggy style. Like, that's kinky to you? Get out of my room / dungeon. Take the shibari knots off and get out. Like, you're not on my level. You guys don't like sexy women. No, bitch, you don't like sexy women. Actually. You guys are vanilla as fuck. Holy shit. Or Gooners. You guys just say it's a Gooner game. Just Gooners, just Gooners. Look, that's why I can play so many types of games and appreciate them. I have taste. I like diversity. You can look like Abby. You can look like not Ellie, because she's like a little baby girl to me. Ellie's girlfriend, Dinah, right? I'm good either way. You could look like Eve, or you could also look like fucking Lean Beef Patty. I'm great either way. They're like, no, she's too muscular. She's too this. She's too. They're like, shut the fuck up. My God. More cake for me. And I mean that in every way you can possibly imagine it. I just went fucking ballistic for the last hour. The last hour of talking about Goon. And guess what? Guess what? They'll never see this clip of me either. And they'll still think I'm some like anti-fucking woman, anti-hawk girl, anti-goot type shit. And they don't understand. Their level is just inferior to mine. Like, yeah, they're not going far enough. They're not going far enough from me, to be honest. And they're just like, you don't like women who are hot. No, bitch. You only like one type. You're boring. You're boring me. You're boring. You're not fun.